This is the most unique case I've ever tried, worn, everything. It's got a massive hole right inside the case. So you may be wondering, why in the world would I want an iPhone case with a big hole in it? Well, that's because it is designed for MagSafe accessories. If you look at it right here, it's definitely a unique look. You can see the Apple logo at all times. You may be wondering, is that really comfortable to hold? And honestly, without anything on, it is a little awkward. This is a prototype, so there's a good chance he might be smoothing out these edges for the finished model. As of right now, if you're just using it without, it can be a little awkward, but there's a big benefit to that I have come across just by using it for over a week now that I'll discuss at the end of the video. So first off, let's talk about the accessories. So why would you want a big hole in your iPhone? Well, the main reason is because of MagSafe. A lot of people use the MagSafe wallet. A big issue that a lot of people have with it is it sliding off. Personally, I gotta say, that's not like a major issue for me. I don't have too many problems with that. It does happen occasionally, and if you have it on your regular case, you know, you can push and it slides right off. It's not, you know, it's not as secure, especially depending like the newer ones. Like this is the fine woven. Unless you're using a fine woven case, I find these to be even weaker and less like, I mean, this falls off way easier on like a leather case or even on just the naked iPhone more than any other MagSafe accessory that I've ever had. I just do not like this product at all for many reasons. That is another one where the leather on leather for me has always been pretty decent. Like I don't have too much of a problem with it coming off. It's happened a couple times, but that's not really the main reason why I decided to go ahead and talk about this product. To be completely upfront, the owner did reach out to me via email asking if I was interested in the case at all. He did send the case and a couple accessories for free. No other payment is going to be made. I jumped on this and I think I kind of surprised him a little bit with how quickly I responded and how like excited about the product I was. I do get emails all the time. He was definitely not the first. I get them like daily and most of them I don't respond to at all. But as soon as I got the email and I checked out the Kickstarter campaign, I was just super interested in this product. It wasn't necessarily like they're pushing the whole sliding off the iPhone, but what I liked about it is the fact that it makes the case a lower profile. Because I love the MagSafe wallet. I've made multiple videos on it. It is by far one of the coolest things that came with MagSafe. The MagSafe wallet, the MagSafe battery pack, those two items are just so cool and so awesome. But I also like my phone to be as thin as possible. So you kind of counteract that a lot when you add on additional, you know, bulk to your phone. So once I saw this, I was like, okay, that would make my iPhone even thinner. So if you look at what I have, the two cases I was using before I got this OpenCase was the Pitaka and the Nomad leather case. I love both of these cases. Both of these cases are completely amazing. So you may be wondering, why do I have two cases? I want thinness, but I also want like a nice leather case. And up until now, I have not been able to have both. And that's where this comes into play, because this with the MagSafe wallet on the back is still thinner than both of these cases. That may sound crazy, but it is true. I went out and bought one of these just to even prove it. Like, I've not had one of these yet. I've always wanted a reason to buy one, and now I did. So here's the OpenCase with the MagSafe wallet on. I can just open this up and it'll tell me that this case with the MagSafe wallet, let's go right about, make sure I get the edge there in. Looks like it's about 16 millimeters thick. So now let's go ahead and look at it with the Nomad one. So obviously this is a thicker case, so this should make sense that this one will be thicker. This one is about 18 millimeters thick. And last but not least, let's go ahead and check it out with the Pitaka case. So with the MagSafe wallet on, here's the Pitaka case. Let's go ahead and go down. And we have, oh, it's so close. It's about 16.7. So you may be wondering, like, Brian, do you really care about like 0.7 millimeters? Yeah, I do. I like my phone cases as thin as possible. And I know you might be thinking, well, you can just take the MagSafe wallet off. Well, yeah, but I also like the MagSafe wallet. So now I can have both. I can have what appears to be a super thin iPhone case, but also have the MagSafe wallet on, and it's just awesome. Other than the thickness, another benefit of having a big hole in your case is the fact that it's just gonna weigh less as well. So if I go ahead and pop it off the iPhone and I place it on the scale right here, you can look, and this is 17 grams. So this case by itself is 17 grams. So if I put a similar case, the Nomad, I feel like both leather, both nice and kind of a little thicker than the Pataka case. If I put this one on here, you're looking at 37 grams just for this case. Let's go ahead and see what the Pataka case is. So if I put that on there, 19 grams. So even the Pataka case is heavier than the OpenCase because the OpenCase has a big gap and hole in it. And it doesn't just work with the MagSafe wallet. He sells other accessories as well. But before I show you those, I did also want to showcase it with the MagSafe battery pack on there as well. So, I mean, this one fits really good if you look kind of closely. There's a little bit of wiggle room, and he does this so you can use it with third-party options as well, because not everybody makes them as slim and thin as Apple does. Like, I have one that actually doesn't work, and this is from a company called VC. I'm not really sure, but this one takes up the entire width of the iPhone. So of course it's not going to work if you have any edge at all. So I can go ahead and show you this on the Pataka case just so you see it takes up edge to edge. Now, the reason why this company did this is because by the time they made one, they didn't have to worry about the iPhone mini. When Apple made their original wallets, it was also the time that the iPhone mini came out, so they made them sized perfectly for the mini. But this company came out later after the mini was discontinued, and this company also has its own bifold wallet that this actually goes in as well. So they're a whole different market. They're kind of cool. If you want to see more on this, let me know. But I have tried the OpenCase with all of Apple's products. If you look, I'll go ahead and put the MagSafe wallet one back on from Apple. You can see there's a little bit of an edge there. So a little bit of your iPhone will be exposed. Personally, I'm not worried about that because the MagSafe wallet is not going anywhere. I mean, it is tight, but it's still easy to get off. You just kind of grab it right there and pull it right off. So nice and secure, but also still gives you that wonderful like ease of removal that MagSafe gives you. But the other accessories that he does sell along with the case itself that you can actually get is a filler plate. So this is kind of cool. So if you're not going to use your MagSafe wallet, but you don't want the edges exposed, you can have this little filler plate. It goes in nearly seamlessly, and it still works with MagSafe. So if you want to pop a MagSafe accessory over top of it, you're still good. It still has all the magnets that are needed. It's still pretty secure. This is probably not the best option because that's the crappy one. But if I pop this one in there, it's going to stay pretty well. It's, you know, you got to put some pressure to get that off. So it's nice that they do give you that option. But another accessory that he did send me is a pop socket. And if you can see, like it sticks out just a little bit because there's a little bit of thickness right there. But now you have a nice little pop socket. If you're one of those people that like to hold their phone with a pop socket, there you have it. Works great for as a stand as well, but it gives you a little lower than of a normal profile than you would get with a MagSafe pop socket. And I mean, it is secure on there. It's not going anywhere. The product is actually a real product, and he actually 3D prints this overcase, and I think it's even just glued on there. So you can see the little logo, OpenCase. It's a nice 3D print. It feels good. looks good. Once again, this is prototype. As of right now, I did contact him and ask, is this going to be the final version? And he said it all just kind of depends on how the Kickstarter does. He would love to make his own, but the manufacturing of these pop sockets are, I guess, a little bit higher cost to get it to look like this. So as of right now, if you do get one and the Kickstarter doesn't go super high, I'm sure he'll be way informative on that. It will be a 3D printed version to get the actual square that covers perfectly in the OpenCase. So at this point, I know what you're all thinking. How do I get my hands on this case? And how much is it going to cost me? Well, luckily for you, the Kickstarter link is right below, but I'm going to go through the different options that he has and how much it costs. So if you look right here, for the case itself, this is no extra accessories. This is kind of like a bring your own MagSafe wallet. It's $55. Not too bad, you know. I believe I paid about $70 for both of my other cases for my iPhone. So $55 sounds like a pretty good deal. It looks like it will actually retail at $60. So even if this is after the Kickstarter, if you're seeing this late, it's only another $5. So be sure to go ahead and still get this thing. But we can go ahead and scroll down. If you want his mag wallet with it, maybe you don't already have one, you're looking at $95. So that's just an extra $40. And you get a MagSafe wallet too. I think Apple charges about 60 or 70 for theirs. Keep going down. 120 gets you the mag wallet and the pop socket. So that's 120. You go down, the big package that I have right here, other than the mag wallet, because I already had my own MagSafe wallet, so I told him not to worry about sending me one of those. It's 135. It gets you the mag wallet, the filler plate, which is nice, and the pop holder. So all of those items for $135. It's going to retail at $150, $154, it looks like is what he's claiming. And then he has like different options with a stand, different options with getting multiple. $55 for a nice iPhone case. And I'm not going to leave you hanging. If you remember, I said I was going to tell you another one of the main reasons why I love this thing. I actually like it without the plate in there, is because when I'm in the car, I have a little car mount and I'll pop it right in there. And I usually, because I am who I am, I put my MagSafe wallet just on the little center console and then I forget it. So if I'm using a regular case, it's so comfortable without, with just the case, that I have a tendency to leave my wallet in the car. With this one, I instantly know. So, it's probably not the best reason to love, like the case not feeling the best without something on it, but it just instantly notifies you, hey, there's something off with this case. And what's off is your MagSafe wallet, because you took it off to charge your phone while in the car or to connect it to whatever. And then you pop it back on and it's like, it's awesome. It's like a use case that I don't even think he probably thought through. But for me, at using it just a week, it's been night and day, because I would leave my wallet in my car all the time. And now I never do, because I instantly know it's not there. If you're interested in this case, also just leave me a comment. I'm just curious if you guys are excited about this as I was, because I honestly think it's just unique and cool. Hope you all have a great rest of your day. God bless.